In my last video, I showed you how to get up and running on KineticWE. In this video, I'm going to show you how to rice it, some of the tools that you've got within Noctalia that makes everything look pretty. Anyway, let's get on with it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the settings and we're going to go to dark mode because, you know, ouch my eyes. Excellent, excellent. So we're going to close that now. We don't need that for the minute. Well, it's looking a bit dark in here, isn't it? So we've got to do the wallpaper, right? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into settings and then we're going to go down to plugins and then we're going to go to browse plugins and we're going to grab Wallhaven, add to Noctalia. Wait for it, wait for it. Oh, come on. There you go. Boom. Excellent. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back onto the bar. We're going to go to settings. We're going to go down to bar and then we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom and then we're going to add a widget. We're going to go Wallhaven. I'm just going to do that for a minute. We'll cover the rest of the bar later. I just want to get a nice pretty picture down here. So we've now got Wallhaven. There we go. Lots to choose from. Lots to choose from. Let's go and just scroll through some. Let's do something really neat. Let's just do that one. There we go, that'll do. Okay, so the reason I wanted to do that is when you look at Noctalia as it is, it's not the prettiest of color themes. So we're going to go and change that right now. We're going to go into here and we're going to look at palette sources. So we've got various different palettes here which you can choose from. AU, Capuchin, a lot of people like that one, a lot of people like Grovbox. Obviously you've got the default Noctalia there, Tokyo Night. I tend to use Tokyo Night if I'm not using the wallpaper. But what's really good about Noctalia is that you can use the wallpaper. So whatever wallpaper is that you use, it basically takes the theme from that. So if I go back to Wallhaven and we're going to pick on another one, let's do something like, let's do Shinobi. There we go, that one. You notice how the colors all change? And then if I go, let's do another one. Let's try that one. Let's come back to the blue. We'll do that one. Come back to the pink sort of colors. Do this one. So the color themes change with the wallpaper, which is really cool. What you can also do in wallpaper is if you scroll down to the bottom or look at the bottom, you've got automation here. So you can select it to automatically rotate the wallpapers. So it will change automatically. Brilliant. The next thing that I like on my builds and on my rice is to use the dock. So we're going to do that. So go into settings, go to dock, we're going to enable it. As you can see, it's down there now. It's got the icon for settings there. I don't like to auto hide it. I do like to reserve the space, so we'll leave that. That shows when I'm going to show dots, so it puts a little dot above it if the app is running. I quite like that. We are going to enable the launcher. I don't like the launcher being up here. I'd rather it be down here. So we're going to enable it at the start. You can either put it at the start or the end, depending on what you prefer. So we're going to do it at the start. And at the moment, you can select tablet icons for it. I just leave it on that one for now. In version 4, you could automatically set it to your distro logo. You can't do that in this one yet. I'm hoping that that will come in the future. And then you've got magnification, which if I turn that off, it just stays flat. So if you don't like the animation, you can turn that off and then you can do icon size, item spacing and all those sorts of things, but we're not going to go into too much detail there. The only other one I want to mess around with is the opacity, so we're going to just literally drop that back to, doesn't seem to be changing it, does it? Oh, I know what that is. That's because we're running KWin and there's some settings that you need to change in KWin to make that work. Perfect. Okay. So we've now got the launcher row on it. We've got the dock row on it. If we close that, we can open up, let's say, console, and then we can just right click on there and go pin. And then we can go and open up, let's say, dolphin, right click on there and pin. And that's got the blur on it. So that's to do with KWin settings. We're going to go into here. We're going to type in the top there, is it blur? Desktop effects. We're going to turn off blur, apply that, and there you go. That's all disappeared down here now. Excellent, excellent. Now we are going to work on the bar at the top here. So settings, bar, where are you? Here, default bar. Obviously you can set it wherever you want, top, left, right, bottom. And I get the top. The first thing is the end margin, which is this bit here. So I'm going to put that down to 10. So if you watch here, that's the width of this bar here. So as I'm on a 16:9 screen, I'm just going to make that 10, hit enter, and it just fills up the width. But you can see there's some overlap there and things like that, which isn't making it look that pretty, but we're going to fix that, don't worry. Now there's also the corner radius as well, which you can just about make out in the top left here. So what we can do there is, where is it? There it is, corner radius. So we can go like really, really round, or we can go dead square. There we go. If you can't remember what the setting was, you just click on reset and it puts it back to the default, which I like, but I do like it to be a little bit rounded, but not too fully. Excellent. And to be honest, I think that could probably go down to 0, maybe 2. There we go. No, I think it's got to be 0, isn't it? I'm not so sure now. It's fine. It's fine. I'm overthinking it, aren't I? So then the next thing we want is the opacity. So we need to find where that is. That's this one here, background opacity. Now this is almost dead clear. I think that might still have shadow on it. So if I go to here and then just do this, you can either go completely clear and then you can add capsules like that, which looks pretty cool, or you can just go like a little bit transparent so you can see through it, but actually not fully. I quite like it like that, so you can see where it is. I can right click on it there and yeah, it's all good. The other thing here is the widgets, so everything that's along the bar. So we're going to right click on here, go back into settings, we're going to go back to bar, we're going to scroll all the way down. Now one thing I find really frustrating on Plasma is the setting up this bar. I tried the other day to literally get the clock from the left hand side to the right hand side. Could I do it? Absolutely not. Whereas on here, drag, drop, the clock's over there now. Perfect. But I like to mix things up a little bit. So I tend to have my workspaces in the middle like that. Okay. My launcher, I don't have up there anymore because it's now down here. But I also add some of the systems stuff. So like CPU can go there. We can add RAM can go there. And then you can go in and edit them. Turn off the label for that one, the RAM. So yeah, you got wallpaper, Wallhaven, CPU, everything like that's there now. That's perfect. We've got workspaces there. That's perfect. I don't need the media there. I do need the tray. I do need notifications. I don't really need the clipboard. Don't need network. Don't need Bluetooth. Don't need volume. Actually, I probably do need volume. We do need volume. What's that? Battery. Don't need battery. On the volume, we don't need the percentage. So we can turn off the label, pop that into there because you can capsulize them, but we're going to get rid of the session because what I would just do is that. And it just cleans the top up a bit. We don't need the control center. Basically that is, well, that. And all we need to do is right click to get that. So there's no point in that being there really. So we'll get rid of that. And it's starting to take shape. Now the clock I want to put at the end. And I also like to have the date on there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go onto my settings and go down to the bar here, and then we're going to scroll all the way down. Wait, bar default, going to scroll all the way down, and then we're going to look at the clock. We're going to go edit. I'm just going to copy that somewhere where I can see it. Right, so in the clock, we are going to type in there. That's it. But you could add year just by going probably space %, Y maybe. There we go. Excellent, excellent. So that's it. Everything's in there that I need. Okay, next up is the desktop. So again, we're going to go to settings. We're going to go to desktop, and then we're going to go toggle editor. Now, this is your canvas for any of the widgets that you want to use. Now, clock. So that's the time. Again, you can put the time, date, and everything like that in there like you did with the other one, but we're not going to do that. You can take away the background so it's completely transparent. Let's move it over there. Obviously you can change the size of it, big or as small as you want it, and you can turn off the shadow if you want it nice and flat and do that sort of thing. But we're not going to add that. Oh, there's an analog one as well, which is pretty cool, but we are not going to do that. In fact, we're going to. So what you can also do is you can add other ones on here like audio visualizer. That's pretty neat. Grab that. I can move it wherever I want to. I can put it down here. I can go all the way across here if I want to, so you get a nice audio visualizer there. So it adds the bar along the bottom here. As you can see, it's faded out to the different color along there, so you can see that's the bar there. So there you go. That was a quick tour of how to set up Noctalia and Rice your system. Hopefully you found that useful, and if you've made it this far, thank you very much. As always, it really does make a difference. If you have any questions, feel free, pop a comment down below. If not, just leave an emoji for the sake of engagement. Thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.